Good morning, welcome. We will get started in just a few minutes. I'm just finishing up a snack from this morning. All right, when you join, go ahead and drop your favorite emoji in the comments and why you like that emoji. We're going to play with that maybe just a little bit later. We've got about 2 more minutes, just waiting for anyone else that's coming to join us today. We're going to be talking about imagining, visualizing, and feeling today. Make sure that you grab a notepad, a pen, paper, something to write with. You're going to want that with you again today. I'm so happy to have you. Just another couple of minutes and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm so excited to have you with me today. I am Georgia Davis, and I am on a mission to help you live a focused, driven life. I'm coming to you from scenic northern Utah, and today we're talking about imagining, visualizing, and feeling. We're specifically going to be tailoring this to your dream life, but you can use this in many other aspects of your life. And, today's episode is going to build on the last one. We are going to get into a meditation here in just a few minutes. So make sure that you are ready to go for that. I think it went really well last time. For those of you who joined me last time, thank you. And, we're going to, in addition to building on last time, you can go and watch that episode on my Focus Driven Life YouTube page. You can also find it here on Facebook if you were unable, or if it's still showing up, you can find it on Facebook as well. I know those drop off after about 30 days. So you've got a little bit of time to go back through the history and find that. Otherwise, go ahead and find that on Facebook. I've dropped the link in here as well for you to be able to take a look at that. All right. You came through last time. Start now. there's never a better time than starting right now. There's always going to be an obstacle. There's always going to be 100 reasons to not do something right now. You only need one reason to start changing your life and make those changes that you want to see in your life. So start now is really the first step to this. The next step is imagining, visualizing, and feeling. So I'm really excited about this one. I have really been focusing on meditating the past several months and making sure that I'm telling myself good positive affirmations, especially when I feel discouraged. I don't always remember right away, but especially when I'm discouraged, I try to make sure that I default back to giving myself positive affirmations. Where am I going? Where am I heading? Where do I want to be versus where am I right now? And that is one of the biggest keys, is making sure that you know the direction that you're going. Part of knowing the direction that you're going is this trick, imagining it, visualizing it, and feeling it as if you are really there. Okay, so let's get into imagining. Well, before we do that, before we get into imagining, I want you to take a couple deep breaths. If you were with me last week, you might remember the breathing exercise that we did. We're going to go ahead and do that again today. So close your eyes, and I'm going to have you take 3 deep breaths at your pace. Slow deep breaths in, slow exhale out. Okay, so for the next 3 breaths, you're going to take a deep inhale in, you're going to hold it to 10, and then you're going to exhale slowly. We're going to do it together. Ready? Big deep inhale and hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. On this next one, I want you to take your deep breath in, inhale white light, and exhale everything that's bothering you. So deep inhale in, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale everything that's bothering you, that's weighing you down. We're going to do that one more time. Ready? I want you to inhale bright white light and hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Release everything off your shoulders and let your shoulders relax down and back. Now, I want you to keep your eyes closed. And I want you to think back to when you were a kid or a teenager, and maybe you were laying on the grass, maybe you were at your friend's house, maybe you were at a community center somewhere, maybe you were at a church, family, gazing up into the sky, watching the clouds, imagining what your life is going to be like. I want you to get back into that frame of mind. That's what we're going to focus on with imagining. Imagining is those hot summer days, daydreaming, looking at the shapes of the clouds, maybe talking to a best friend. And what were you daydreaming about? What were you thinking about? What were you dreaming your life was going to be like? Do you ever take time to just daydream about that now, today? Just think about that for a moment. As I was preparing for today, I found a New York Times article that said, when you daydream, you're essentially being an actor, or the actor, director, screenwriter, and audience of the whole mental performance. Wow, isn't that amazing? Daydreaming is powerful. You get to be the creator. You get to say who comes on and off your stage. You get to control what's going on in your play. You get to control the theater. You're the master and commander. New York Times also said in the same article to focus on positive, interesting, and meaningful thoughts. Daydreaming nurtures creativity, finds solutions, new perspectives, and benefits your brain. So, daydreaming, imagining, can actually provide a positive health benefit for you. Who'd have thought? So when you're imagining as many details as possible. What does it look like? What are you doing? What does the environment look like? I want you to just imagine anything and everything possible. Whatever it is totally fine. You have no limits. There's no restrictions on what you can imagine. There's no restrictions on what's possible. Just sit with that for the next 10, 20 seconds and just imagine the possibilities of what you want for yourself in your life. And as we wrap up that time in imagining, I want you to just really lock this in. Just remind yourself to remember this amazing feeling that you're having, that imagining, and it should bring a smile to your face without even trying. It should fill you up from the inside out and just make your soul want to leap with excitement out of your body. Okay, so the next step is to visualize. I feel like that if we imagine first, then we can really start digging in and visualizing what you want that to look like. Visualize the street that you live on, not necessarily the one you are living on right now, but if you could create it in your mind, if you could create your reality with your thoughts. Visualize that. What does it feel like? What does it look like? And we're going to get into feeling more in just a minute. But I want you to just really visualize what that feels like. Are you by the ocean? Can you hear the waves? Is the wind blowing through the large oak and maple in your yard? Are there flowers growing? Are they roses or daisies or marigolds? Is the sun shining? Is it cloudy? Do you have a wooden pine fence or a chain link fence? Do you have horses? Do you have a cat or dog? Is there wildlife around you? Do you see deer or rabbits? Maybe a moose? Maybe it's ocean wildlife or water wildlife. Maybe there's birds or fish or whales. Maybe what you see is mountains, a lake, a stream. Visualize that. Who is there with you? Who's enjoying this moment with you? What else can you visualize about your environment? What are you wearing? What are you driving? What are you doing for work, and how do you get to and from? Are you working? Maybe you're retired and you don't have to work. Are you traveling? Is that what your life looks like? Are you helping other people? Are you a community volunteer? Visualize every detail you can. Is it red? Is it white? Is it gold? Is it blue? Is it purple or orange? Visualize every detail that you can and really sink into this exercise. Okay, go ahead and wrap up your thoughts about the visualizing. Hold on to it. Don't let it go. I want everything that you've imagined and visualized to stay with you. We need that to go into feeling. So really lock that in for the next about 10 seconds. Lock it in. Make sure you know what you're imagining, what you're visualizing, and we're going to move into feeling here in just a second. Okay. Now that you've had a chance to imagine and visualize, I want you to really get into the feeling of what that feels like for you. How does it feel to be in that space? It might create an emotion for you. It might make you feel like laughing or crying or, this is impossible. It's unbelievable. Let that thought go. I don't want you to hold on to the thought or that feeling that it's impossible. I want you to hold on to the thought and the feeling of what it would be like to create this something amazing for yourself. Wherever you are, whether you're dreaming of being by the ocean or having a job where you can travel or help people, whatever it is that you've imagined and that you visualized, what does that feel to be there? Does it feel like you finally made it? Does it feel exciting? What is the feeling that's coming with what you've just created for yourself in the first two parts of this exercise? I want you to really lock that in. And I'm just going to give you about the next 2 to 3 minutes to just really lock in that feeling. Go ahead and write down some notes if that's what feels good to you. But really getting that feeling going is really what's going to help propel you and what's really going to move you forward when you start now versus just imagining it. Imagining and visualizing is amazing, but the feeling that it's real, that it's possible, that you're in that now of wherever you imagined or felt, that is really what moves you. That's what can inspire you every day when you get up. It's what can move you past the discouragement and the frustration and all those negative feelings, those positive feelings and that excitement that you get when you think about a life that you want to create for yourself is what really, really pushes you forward. Getting in that feeling, because your body doesn't physically know the difference between your thoughts and your feelings and the reality of what's going on. And this can play in negatively or positively. If you're convinced the neighbor doesn't like you, it doesn't matter how the neighbor feels. You're convinced that they don't like you. If you're convinced that everybody's there to help you, you're going to have that feeling and you're going to act as if everybody's there to help you. So that feeling is really what locks in the ability for you to be successful. It's what's coming from your heart that helps you really, really get into action and move forward. If you can think of a time in your life, maybe it's now, maybe it's in the past, but if you can really think about a time in your life when you were just so excited about something and it was a way off, Maybe it was a birthday celebration, or it was a trip, a vacation that you had planned. Maybe it was going on a date with somebody, or getting married, or, you're waiting for, your child to be born. Whatever it is, it might be exciting. Maybe you're just super excited about, finally getting your dream car, your dream house, or moving, or whatever it is. Maybe you're working on a college degree and you're just so excited about it. So you're planning and you're preparing, and, you're thinking about all the things that you need. That's what the feeling really helps bring into this imagining, visualizing, and feeling exercise. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you so much for joining me. I do have a homework assignment for you. Each of these lives are going to have a homework assignment. So get ready, get your pen and your paper out, and go ahead and write down this assignment. This was a really, really shortened version of this exercise that really deserves, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes of focus. So what I'm going to have you do is set aside 20 to 30 minutes sometime this week, every day if you can. Do it every single day. And then I want you to walk through this exercise again. So just to recap, imagine what you're looking for. Imagine what your dream life is. Imagine where you want to be. And then visualize as many details about it as possible. Colors, temperature, shapes, location, everything that you possibly can. And then I want you to get into your feelings about it. How does it feel? What does it inspire in you? And then once you've completed that assignment, and once our live is over, it's going to be done here in just a minute, I want you to take 5 minutes and just journal the experience. Just journal what that was for you. What did you imagine? What did you visualize? What did you feel? Just take 5 minutes. If you want to do it longer than that, you certainly can, but give yourself at least 5 minutes to just journal the experience. And then, if you feel comfortable with it, let me know how that went. I would love to hear your experience and how it's going for you. And then I would also encourage you to share this with others. I don't own this technique. I've mixed it up. I've personalized it for myself and for sharing it with others. But go share it with somebody. We learn more when we share and we teach somebody else about what we know. When you're getting your knowledge out to somebody that needs it, or out to the people that need it, that's really when you start to grow and understand this experience. Maybe get your family together, maybe get some friends together, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe do your own live and share that with the people around you. Give them that experience as well. And then as you share it with others, you're going to just continue to learn about yourself and where you want to go. And maybe that's going to change. Maybe in a couple weeks, what you're imagining for yourself is going to transform into something else. That's okay. Allow that to be for you. Because as you continue to do this exercise, and as you continue to give it the attention that it deserves, you're really, really going to tune into yourself, into your core, and you're going to find out where you need to be and what is best for you. So just be open to the possibilities of your true potential. Thank you so much for watching. These lives will be held every Tuesday, Mountain Standard Time at 9 a.m. right here. You can catch a replay on Facebook. They'll stay there for about 30 days. I've also got those included on my YouTube page, Finding Faith in, that's my other YouTube page, Focus Driven Life. You're welcome to join me there. Martial arts is at my core, so there's a lot of martial art videos on there right now. But you're welcome to watch this replay, and I encourage it. You're welcome to share it with others so that they can have this experience as well. And until next time, thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful, imaginative day.